Hi everybody, I'm Alisha. Welcome back to Weekly Words. This week we're going to be talking about advanced Latin phrases. Oh my! If you watched the video from intermediate Latin phrases a few weeks ago, you might have noticed that my Latin is not very good. Let's start. The first is curriculum vitae. Is that how you say that? Curriculum vitae. Vitae.
Curriculum vitae.
Vitae. Curriculum vitae. You might see this abbreviated as CV when you're looking for jobs. Most of the people who are looking for applicants will request your CV or your curriculum vitae, which is really just a record of your life, your history, often your work history. You might see it written on a job form, something like, all applicants must submit their curriculum vitae to be considered for the position. But most of the time I see it as CV. In American English, though, I should point out that you might see resume instead, which is the same exact thing that's asking for your work history. Next is ad hominem. Ad hominem means to attack somebody, like when you're arguing or having a discussion, but you're not actually addressing what the other person is saying. You're just attacking that person. So you might say, he was arguing ad hominem, meaning, in other words, he was not actually debating the issue, but he was just attacking the other person in the argument. Deus ex machina is the next word. This is a fun word, especially if you like watching movies. Deus ex machina literally means God from the machinery. So anytime you're watching a movie and suddenly out of nowhere somebody comes in to save the main character, for example, that's an example of Deus ex machina. So if you're writing, for example, if you're writing a story, it's typically a good idea not to use deus ex machina. Your teacher might say, don't use deus ex machina in your writing, because it seems kind of cheap, right? You know, your main character gets in a jam and then something amazing happens and they're saved. What's the fun in that? The next phrase rather, is magnum opus. Magnum opus just refers to usually a masterpiece or someone's life's work, a huge work. So like maybe Beethoven's magnum opus would have been his Beethoven's fifth, what was that, a symphony? Yeah, Beethoven's Fifth Symphony was perhaps his magnum opus. Hey, there's a sample sentence right there. So if you have a big project that you're working on, maybe you're an architect, maybe you're a painter, whatever it is, whatever's the biggest thing in your project portfolio, maybe you could refer to as your magnum opus. It's your great work, whatever's the biggest thing for you. The next word is alter ego. Alter ego is kind of a fun word. It means your other self. So you might have seen characters in movies that have an alter ego. In one situation, they behave like one character, but in another situation, they behave like someone else, their alter ego. Maybe even some of you have an alter ego, and it bothers your friends when you have, when you behave a certain way with one group of people and a different way with another group of people. That's your alter ego coming out. It's not always necessarily a negative thing, like superheroes have alter egos. So Clark Kent, for example, Clark Kent's alter ego is Superman. It's his other self. He is Clark Kent and he's Superman, but in different situations, he's one or the other. That's it for this one, Advanced Latin Phrases. I hope you learned some more to build on your intermediate Latin phrases. I will see you again next week for more Weekly Words. Bye-bye.